So I'd like to tell you all a little story about the time when I lived in this small beach town of Naples, Florida. Now, I lived there around the age of 24, and just letting you know, I'm 29 now. And in that small beach town, there were no deaf people. I was the only deaf person, and the closest one was a few hours away. And in that small beach town, all my friends were hearing, but I didn't care. At the time, I wanted something new. And lucky for me, that town was known for their volleyball players. And the volleyball players would live there and train there. And I would go and we would all play together, and both indoor and outdoor beach volleyball. And forewarning, I am a very good volleyball player. So we would play almost every day, every single week. And I remember there was one night game after we'd played on the beach and the sun was setting. And my hearing friend and I were sitting on the beach just chatting. And he asked me one question. And in my 24 years of life, I had never been asked that question, never heard it. You know what he asked me? Have you ever wished you could hear? I was like, why would he even ask me that? And then I thought about it and I was like, we're sitting on the beach and the waves are coming in and they're making noise and he can hear that. And obviously I can't. My world is completely silent. And next to us, there's people playing volleyball and people cheering. And on the other side, there's a baby crying and parents kind of playing with it. And there's cars and ATVs going by and I can't hear any of it. And I looked at him and my answer was obvious. No. I never wished I could hear. Never. I love who I am. So how do I love myself as a deaf man? Well, first, obviously, I was born deaf. So that's all I have ever known growing up. And my perspective in life is what made me who I am. My experiences are different from hearing people. And that deaf culture is something that I cherish. And my perspective on life is different. And I cherish that as well. My experiences also, I hold near and dear. So I accept myself as a deaf person. So let me give you an example here. If I got a job interview and I went into the office and there was this panel of hearing people and I went into the interview in the back of my mind wishing I could hear, wishing I could talk to them, wishing that inequality wasn't there. Do you think I'm going to do good in that interview? No. Because in the back of my mind, there's all these negative thoughts and that interview is not going to go well. And I'm not going to get it for sure. So instead, I use your opinions and I take advantage of that asset that I have that are different opinions. And I think about the things that I could give that company and the things that make me different from them. And I could tell them all of the many reasons to hire a deaf man because there's multiple. And I'm going to get that job for sure. So it's all about your mindset. So people wonder how I love myself as a deaf person. The first reason, I'm deaf. And the second reason, maybe you all know that I have two brothers who are also deaf, along with my parents who are deaf as well. And my grandparents are also deaf. And even my great-grandparents are also deaf. So I have almost 24 deaf people in my family. And I am the 4th generation deaf as well. So I was born to deaf parents, and deaf parents knew how to raise me as a deaf person and make me the best person. So I already know. So from day one, I had access to language education, and love. And I grew up and my life was perfect.